One of the biggest movies in the summer is releasing in theaters. That's right, in theaters. Movie Barbie, and we went to go see it in Dolby. That's right, in Dolby. But is it any good? We'll talk. Hi, how you doing today? It's just Jess here. Hope you're having a good day. And today, yes, so we got the movie Barbie and we went to go see it in Dolby. Is it worth it in Dolby? Honestly, absolutely yes. Why? The colors are richer, the blacks are deeper, the screen is bigger and brighter. So they're especially good because there is a lot of pink, so you'll take full advantage of that. Dolby Atmos is nice since there is singing and dancing in the scenes of the movie, so you'll always take advantage of that, of course, with the sound atmosphere that Dolby Atmos provides. If you're a fan of the Barbie brand, then this is the best way to see it in the big screen. Dolby Cinema, of course, uses state-of-the-art technology and hardware, so link below if you want to check out the Dolby website for yourself, but I had a great time watching this movie in Dolby. Barbie Movie 2023 is a comedy, drama, singing, dancing musical about the Barbie doll from the brand Mattel. This is the first live adaptation from the Barbie brand instead of just straight-to-home video releases like they did in the past. Some could say it is a satire of Barbie, but it's also a movie that explores gender, identity, body image, and self-discovery. It talks about feminism in being a woman in the modern age in the post-Me Too era, but also with the Barbie brand included in that woman's perspective and like what it means to be today in the society that we live in. After living in the perfect world in Barbie land, Barbie is noticing that she's not perfect anymore. Her feet are being flat, so she sets out for the great beyond to assist and getting help and to find out what is going wrong with her, and she invites Ken into the mix as well. Her and Ken must travel to the real world only to learn of its implications and complexity of human emotions. It drastically changed them for the worse or for the better when they return back to Barbie land to tell everyone else what they have learned in the course of their adventure here in the real world at Los Angeles. First and foremost, I feel like they hit a jackpot with Margot Robbie. I mean, let's be honest with you guys. Margot Robbie as Barbie, she's like the new face of Barbie. She is perfect. She is literally Barbie herself. Beautiful complexity. She's also a versatile actor because she did Suicide Squad. Oh, she is just downright like, I'm literally drooling that Margot Robbie is part of Barbie, and she's the stereotypical Barbie, so she is like the main forefront of the cast, so she's like the main character, but still, like, they did hit the jackpot with her. I mean, let's be honest, who wouldn't want to be with Barbie now? Like Margot Robbie. But also the main character Barbie, stereotypical Barbie, she doesn't know who she is anymore. She's not perfect anymore. Should she be perfect? She starts questioning these emotions coming from the Barbie land into the real world as being Barbie. The movie's visually stunning with a lot of pink. I mean, let's be honest, did you hear that rumor? They had a shortage of that shade of pink to make all the movie sets and everything, and it looks downright gorgeous, especially in Dolby with the brighter and bigger screen. But one thing too, there's also dance sequences like such as the Ken song or the Barbie song, and there's gonna be a lot of memes that I suspect will take hold after watching this movie, especially in pink, because the Ken song during the movie I was like, wow, this is amazing, especially in Dolby. If you're just watching in a traditional screen, probably won't get that same immersiveness or the same atmosphere as you would do in a Dolby setting. That's just the honest truth, let's be honest, but still, it is a great time watching the singing and dancing and the musical notes in throughout the movie course of the runtime. I'm not a girl, I'm a guy, so I can only really connect with Ken, but the friends that I went with and like the ex-girlfriends, I can suspect they can relate to Barbie as more. But even so, like, even if you're a dude like me, I took a lot of good messages from the film because there's a lot of dudes that are overweight or underweight, they don't look good as Ken. I mean, Ken looks freaking gorgeous, but still, it is a good message all around, but it is dedicated towards females. But still, if you're going with your family, I think you will have a great time watching this because it's a good message overall. Let's go to the men's side, the strong masculine men. Ryan Gosling as Ken is also another perfect casting because not only he looks like Ken, he has played like the romance parts before, of course, The Notebook, but still, he embodies the Ken of the masculinity in the Barbie world. Not to say he's like not your stereotypical Ken. I mean, he kind of is, let's be honest. He just wants to be with Barbie. I mean, who doesn't want to be with Barbie at the end of the day? But the movie explores that he's just not an accessory. So if you ever know, the movie said Barbie and Ken, and that's true when I was growing up, when I had sisters, ex-girlfriends, little girls, like little friends, they always said Barbie and Ken. So it feels like the movie's sole purpose for Ken is to be with Margot Robbie's character Barbie. But let's be honest, who wouldn't want to be with her? I would want to be with her. I would want to be in bed with her doing the naughty things. Like, I would want to be inside of her. Like, I'm being very honest. Like, who wouldn't want to be with Margot Robbie? Like, that's just being honest. I'm being honest with you. I mean, of course Ken would want to be with Barbie. Who wouldn't? Even so, the other Barbies look gorgeous as hell anyway. It's just asinine to me that people won't think that Ken wouldn't want to be with Barbie. Of course he wants to be with Barbie. Everyone wants to be with Barbie, even me. But I can absolutely feel where he's coming from, because as the movie explores this, that he's just not an accessory, like he has to find himself as well. I was chasing a woman in my life for years, and all I cared about was waiting for the next text. When am I gonna see her? Being in bed with her, like trying to get her attraction back so we can be in a committed relationship. Spoiler alert, that did not end well, and we no longer talk anymore because she just didn't want it. We were just sleeping around after the breakup for like another 2 to 3 months, and but then after that it was like we were on and off, basically type of story. But still, it is nice because the movie narrated to us saying that Ken only has a good day when Barbie says hi to him. So I absolutely know where he's coming from, because I only had a good day too if I knew I was gonna see the girl and I'm just gonna call her Caitlin or whatever. Of course that's not her name, but I'm just saying, like, I can feel with Ken coming from, especially in this movie. And I loved how that movie explores it. It's not just about feminism. I mean, yeah, that's mostly part of it, but still with Ken, I can relate to it a lot. We also got Simu Liu and Emma Mackey joining the respective cast, including with their respective Barbies and Kens. It's nice to see other ethnicities, all gender types, and even diverse wide of body types incorporated into this single movie, but not just for the main characters, like they're just not placeholders in the background. They actually are incorporated with the main characters in order to succeed their endeavors. And it's actually pretty cool because they use the real humans into the mix of the journey of the self-discovery in the worldwide implications of being a womanhood in today's modern day of era of Barbie land, but especially being a woman in today's world and what like being a woman is supposed to be. Like, women are supposed to be X, Y, and Z. So the movie explores that, and I bet if women watching this, you'll be happy because this is sheds a light that you guys have probably been talking about for a long time now. And of course, everything's not perfect, but it's still a good message. Even for me as a guy, I can comprehend and understand what the movie's trying to go for. And I do gotta say, like, that's awesome. It's a good message, like Frozen saying that women don't need a man, but still can achieve anything, like astronauts, being a lawyer, being a doctor. They can choose to have a dude, but that's not their sole purpose. It's, oh my gosh, I need to lock this guy down into a relationship, even though that's what Ken's trying to do. So I get they're trying to play off for laughs, but it is a nice, good time at theaters, even if you're not a girl, even if you're a guy going with your girlfriend. Like, it's a good message overall, and I suspect families will have a great time watching this because it's a perfect like message for young girls growing up, guys growing up as well. Like, just being in adulthood, not everything needs to be perfect in the modern day age of especially what we live in now. Although I will be honest, sometimes it can be a little slow, especially towards the end. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of talking for me. But again, this movie's not really catered towards me. It's mostly catered to women that play with Barbie dolls. My sister played with Barbie dolls. I had ex-girlfriends when I would go to their house, they would talk about Barbie, so I can see where it's coming from. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna give this a rating like I normally do. Like, I'm not gonna give it a grade. I just don't feel comfortable. But I will say I had an amazing time watching this movie in Dolby. That's right, in Dolby. It is a great movie, and I do gotta say it is talks for best of the year 2023. If you made it this far, I appreciate you so much. Maybe consider hitting that like button and turning on notifications so you never miss a video. And with that, take care, bye.